What's going on, YouTube modeling community? Pappy here at West Georgia Rides and Customs. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Unified Scale Auto Content Creators of YouTube's group bill, where this year we're all taking the Monogram 55 F100 kit that Matthew chose to everybody do their spin on it. And I've been watching a lot of what everybody's doing to it. Some of us are kind of, doing the slam look on it. Some of us are doing a four-wheel drive. And that person would be Matthew. And it's just awesome to see how everybody can take a kit and make it their own. And, different color, different engines, different frames, different, and then also going in and correcting some of the things that the flaws that this kit has. I kind of hit on a couple of notes on the. I had built this kit a while back, probably about 4 or 5 years ago. That was the orange 55 F100. I called it double nickel, and that was a fun build. And I took a lot of the creative liberties from from different builders out in the community, and made it my own. I also did a tutorial on how to lower this particular kit, and if y'all haven't checked that out, go back into my archives, and it's titled "Lowering the Monogram 55 F100 Kit." So get back in it, and that's what we're really doing. I'm taking some of the modifications, actually all the modifications, and lowering it, and applying it to this build as well. We're also going to we're going to be still got to hinge it like this as far as from the front. Hadn't put the hinge on yet, but we're going to be doing that here pretty soon. But I kind of want to get everybody up to speed of what I have been doing with the. We're not going to be putting any front bumpers on this build. We're primarily just doing we're taking front bumpers off, cutting frames, doing things like that. That's not for the weak-hearted, because when I built this kit the first time, I kind of had that idea in mind, but I really just didn't really want to try to attempt that. I really didn't, really wasn't that much into kit bashing and things like that at the time, so I just built it kind of as stock as I could, but I did learn how to lower a lot off of that particular build. This one here, we have, let's start kind of taking everything apart. What we did starting off was in order to get the body, as far as smooth as we can. This is an old kit. It's been popped. Golly, I couldn't tell you how many different times. But some of the things that we did was we wanted to not put a front bumper on it. We wanted to smooth out this front right here. So we come and blocked out the holes, as far as the holes that the frame went through. Took some styrene, run some styrene in the back, give that something to attach to. Fill the slots, and then we come back and did some putty work over the top of that, and that is good and smooth now. Another thing that we did was the right here on the where the hinges came out of the firewall. We filled those in, filled in that real bad seam line that was right here, smoothed all that up right in there. That thing is just smooth as a baby's hiney right now. So sometime this week or weekend, we'll get the hinge glued on, ready to get that thing hinged up like that, where it'll hinge out from the front. So, but that's a couple of things. Another thing, the few things that we've been doing here was we took where the rearview mirror hole mounts were at. We filled those in with round styrene, got them glued in, got them sanded in. Those are smooth now. This door line right here, as far as the door panel and the back of the cab was raised up higher than the actual door panel. So we had to get that sanded down, get these door lines rescribed back in, and we got that smoothed up. And we had to do that both on the driver's and on the passenger side right here. So all that looks really good. There's a bad seam line right here going from this rain gutter all the way across the back of the cab, all the way to right here. So we had to smooth that out as well, get that sanded down, and we've got everything pretty much corrected as far as, you know, flaws that was in the original kit that was out there. I talked earlier about possibly taking this rain gutter off of the from the, you know, off the eyebrow here and across the passenger side and driver's side windows, and had a little fun with Ajax over at Rallycan Shenanigans. He said, "Pappy, don't do that," because he said that'll look like that thing's got look like a cone head. I think's what he said. So I elected to keep that on there. I didn't want that cone head look, but these. There's a lot of nice curves on these old 55 F100s as far as the fenders, the roof line, what else? The side right here, man. These are just beautiful old trucks. So that's what we got right there on the as far as the cab. The other thing that we did was we had to cut the holes, had to open up for and make some mini tubs for the back right here to accommodate these 23-inch Pegasus wheels that's going to be going in there. So we got those blended in, got them glued in. Everything looks great with that. So we'll be getting that. Everything's finalized right there. So also what we did was I wanted to do a rear rolled pan. And this is all I did was just really didn't have to cut a whole lot. Didn't have to do any cutting at all. We just used some styrene, some flat sheet, and had to attach, forget what it was back here just to kind of support that. Then we drilled out as far as the rear tail light holes, and we'll be using some craft beads in there. Looks trust me, they look really good when they're in there. So we Frenched them in, and that way they'll sit down in there pretty deep, and that gives that that rear roll pan a kind of a Frenched in tail light look. So got everything blended in right there, so we're getting ready for some primer on that as well. But let's get these wheels set over here. We'll talk a little bit about the frame also. I was referencing the tutorial I was telling you about a while ago, how to lower this. This frame is it's a great frame to learn how to lower things on. Starting off, what we'll talk about is if you notice a lot of stuff is missing off this frame. I had to take the front and the rear front and rear frame rails off that the bumpers mount to. We had to shorten these, that way they don't protrude or touch the front of where that front of the front where the bumper line is at that we filled in. So we shortened those. We cut these off completely flush, sanded those down nice and smooth. And if you'll notice one other thing, there is no. We took this cross member out right here where the rear. This is a Corvette style independent rear suspension, and we went ahead and got the swing arms instead of mounting on the top. That's what I show in the tutorial, how to stretch these and get these mounted to the side right here. Then you take your center axle housing and your rear axle housing and bolt it, but glue that in right there. So then you got a set of shocks that'll come down right here, which I'll have to fabricate some shocks for this. Actually, I use the kit shocks, and we'll doctor those up as well. The other thing now, the front end on these, this is a Dodge K front member for out of a Dodge car or something like that. So that got everything glued in. We come in, we cut off the as far as the pitman arm and the axle that comes on this, got it flushed, and then we took some round styrene tubing, and we made a kind of a drop axle. We actually pinned that thing up there, front axle, pretty almost to the top of the front top A arm. And that really, let's see, let me show y'all how this is going to look. Kind of hard to tell right now. I'd love to mock it up for y'all, but that is just down in the weeds. I can't even, I tell you what, let me see if I can do it like this. Let's see if I can do this. Come on, Pappy. I know there's two mounting tabs right there. But bam, right there. Check that out. That's going to be low and mean. So really happy with how I've got the ride height set for this thing. So it's right where it's going to be at when it's finished. So I really like the ride height where it's setting at. I've got some pictures posted on some Facebook groups. If y'all want to get by there, take a look at those pictures. Feel free to do so. But let's see if I can. Tell you what. Let me just kind of show y'all how well everything plays nicely. It's a great kit. Trust me. We talked about earlier the as far as the gap, and I'll cover that as well with this. The first time I ever built this kit, there was a wide gap between the cab and the back of the bed itself. It was almost about like that. So showed y'all earlier in the last episode how to remedy that, where you close that gap up, and it doesn't alter your center to center on your front and rear wheels. So that really helps out. Hopefully it'll help someone out there that's trying to go, dang, that's a big gap right there. What we've got planned right now is to in the coming days is to get some primer shot on all this. See if I've got anywhere that needs to I need to work on as far as maybe a scratch here or a dimple here or a dimple there or what, and then go from there. Once we get it good and smooth, we'll get it ready for a base coat. We talked earlier about I was going to, and I wanted to paint it orange, similar to the color that I had, which was on the original build that I had. It was Hugger orange. I went out and I got we was at Walmart getting groceries, and I walked over with Vicky over to the nail polish aisle, and I seen some of these colors of nail polish, and I really like this orange right here. But then I found some. It's kind of a burgundy, I would say, a metallic burgundy. I seen this and I was like, wow, I really do like this. So I bought both of them just in case, and I tried some test, just brushing it on some styrene, and this was just a little too light for my liking. This doesn't have any primer behind it, so we tried first. But I really like this burgundy right here. Man, that stuff looks good. And I brushed it on. I hadn't airbrushed this yet. So I'm gonna mix. I'm gonna do a 50-50 mix of this and the Mr. Hobby leveling thinner, better known as Unicorn Tears. I'll do a 50-50 mix of this and the Unicorn Tears. Try it out in the airbrush and then let that dry good. And then we'll come back with the with some clear over that and see how this looks. I'm just really excited about. I did want to have two vehicles, the same color, especially with a build like this. This is going to be a fun build. But I didn't really want to have two of the same color, so I just went ahead and figured I'm going to go with this. And if not, we're going to try it out first before we apply it to the body itself. Other things that we've got planned for this build down the road is we're going to make this a wood grain bed. I'll do that might be one of my next tutorials, showing everybody how I do a wood grain bed for these things. So y'all be looking for that coming in the next few weeks. Wheel choice is the Pegasus Vantage 23s. And a set of Pegasus 23-inch rotors for the wheels and tire package. Beautiful. I think actually I'm going to leave these centers, which these Vantage you can pop them out, and I'm going to repaint these the gold, and we'll put that. We're going to leave the insides as far as chrome, but we'll repaint these gold centers on these, and we'll make that pop. And that'll look really good with that burgundy. I was looking at the color of the nail polish that I've chose to possibly spray on here. It's called I'm Not Really a Waitress. I got a good laugh out of that. So we'll be mixing some of that up and giving that a couple of test sprays on a couple of test spoons. I already told y'all about the as far as the motor. We're taking the actually it's the kit motor that come out of the kit. It's got a nice Cobra powered by Ford oil pan. This is a little 302 engine that comes with it. So I told y'all earlier in the first video or second video, I'm gonna turn this into a Boss 429, which it's all you got to do is just find you a set of heads that's laying around, and these are the heads, and here are the valve covers, and bam, you got a 429, and we're gonna change that up real quickly and drop that down in there. What else we're gonna be doing to this? I've got a set of parts by part aluminum pulleys we're going to be putting on the front of these and using a parts by part distributor, wiring it up. What else we're going to do? Interior, hadn't really decided on the interior yet as far as the colors on it. So stay tuned for that. Maybe in the next few weeks we'll start trying to figure out what we're going to do with that interior. But that's where we're at right now. Really been enjoying watching everyone's build unfold. Man, it's just been such a big amount of people, just a large amount of people this year than what there was in the past. This is the third annual Unified Scale Auto Content Creators of YouTube. Somebody got a laugh at me the other day about how quickly I can rattle that off and do I practice it. Well, when you've been in this group bill for this long, you kind of learn how to say it. So, but I really do appreciate Lixie and Mark Batson, and they were the first ones that started this, and they asked me on the first one if I would like to join it, and I said, shoot, yeah. So this has been one of my group bills that I like joining each year. It's been fun. I've met a lot of great people through this group bill. So, but really looking forward to seeing everybody's build unfold as well. Well, folks, I'm gonna get off here. This is actually the second time that I had to make this. I'll tell y'all a little funny story. I did this video last night with no sound. After I did the shout out video, I did some cleanup in here, and I moved my overhead boom mic. Evidently, I grabbed hit the mute button, and I did this video on this build on mute. Didn't even think about it, and then I uploaded it with no words. But I really appreciate everybody that messaged me. I had some people text me, and I had a bunch of people message me on Facebook. on YouTube saying, Pappy, no sound, which, hey, I guess it was probably good for y'all. You could watch without having to hear me run my big gap. So, but I do appreciate that. That was just great of y'all to let me know that. I took the video down, so that's why we're reshooting it today. Anyhow, hope this finds everyone well. Hope everybody's getting some bench time. And as I always say, if you can dream it, build it. God bless y'all. Pappy out of here.